It was a cold winter evening when 16-year-old Ayaan stood outside a bakery window, staring at rows of warm bread glowing under yellow light. His stomach growled, but he smiled faintly. Hunger wasn't new to him, it was his silent companion. His jacket was torn, his shoes thin, yet he kept walking, whispering to himself, "It's okay, Ayaan, you'll manage." Ayaan lived with his mother in a small, broken house at the edge of the city. After his father's death 2 years ago, he had become the man of the house. Every day after school, he worked, washing cars, carrying groceries, and doing any small job that could earn a few coins. Each night, he'd give those coins to his mother, who would always say, "One day, my son, these small coins will become blessings." That night, while returning home, something caught his eye, a brown leather wallet lying near the road. He picked it up. It was heavy. When he opened it, his breath stopped. Inside were several large bills, more money than he had ever held in his life. He looked around. No one was there. The street was empty, silent except for the wind. For a moment, his hungry heart whispered, "Keep it. You need it more." But then he saw a small photograph inside. An elderly man, smiling, holding a little girl in his lap. On the back of the photo was written, "Mr. Rahman," with a phone number. Ayaan closed his eyes. His mother's voice echoed in his mind, "Never take what isn't yours. Honesty will guide your life." He sighed deeply and slipped the wallet into his jacket. He knew what he had to do. The next morning, he borrowed his neighbor's phone and dialed the number. A trembling voice answered, full of worry. "Hello? Who is this?" "Sir," Ayaan said softly, "did you lose a wallet?" There was a pause, then a cry of relief. "Yes. Yes, my boy, I did." "Where did you find it?" They agreed to meet at the park near the market. When Ayaan arrived, he saw an old man sitting on a bench, his eyes red from exhaustion. Ayaan approached, pulled the wallet from his pocket, and handed it over. Mr. Rahman's hands shook as he opened it. Everything was still inside. He looked up, his eyes wet. "Son, this is my pension money, a month's food and medicine. Without it, I'd have been lost. You've given me back my life." Ayaan smiled shyly. "I just did what was right." The old man tried to offer him some money in gratitude, but Ayaan refused. "No, sir. My mother says when you help someone, don't expect anything in return." Mr. Rahman nodded, deeply moved. "Your mother raised a good boy." As Ayaan walked home, the cold wind didn't bother him anymore. He felt something warmer than food, the quiet peace of doing the right thing. He didn't know it yet, but that one honest act would change his entire life. Weeks passed. Life returned to its routine of struggle. Ayaan kept working, saving coins, dreaming of a better tomorrow. But fate had other plans. One night, his mother fainted while cooking. The local doctor said she needed urgent treatment, something that would cost far more than Ayaan could earn in months. He sat by her bedside that night, holding her weak hand, tears falling silently. "If only I had kept that wallet," he whispered to himself, then quickly shook his head. No. Mama was right. Kindness always comes back. The next morning, there was a knock at the door. When Ayaan opened it, he was stunned. It was Mr. Rahman, holding flowers and an envelope. "I heard about your mother," he said gently. "Your neighbor told me. Please, let me help." Ayaan hesitated. "No, sir, I can't accept this." Mr. Rahman smiled kindly. "Son, you helped me when I was helpless. Now it's my turn. Don't say no to blessings." Inside the envelope was enough money for the treatment. Ayaan's eyes filled with tears. He hugged the old man tightly and whispered, "Thank you." Days later, when his mother recovered, Ayaan went to see Mr. Rahman again. The old man welcomed him with a warm smile. "You remind me of my grandson," he said softly. "I lost him years ago. When you returned my wallet, it felt like God had sent me a sign that good souls still exist." He paused. "I own a small bookstore. It's old and lonely, much like me. Would you like to work there? I can teach you about books, business, and life." Ayaan accepted. Over the months, he learned not just about books but about kindness, patience, and purpose. The customers loved his smile and honesty. One day, he found an old journal belonging to Mr. Rahman. Inside were words of pain, how he'd lost his grandson and how he prayed every night for a reason to smile again. Tears filled Ayaan's eyes as he realized the truth. When he returned that wallet, he hadn't just helped a stranger. He had filled a broken man's heart with hope. Years passed. Mr. Rahman grew older, weaker, but never stopped guiding Ayaan. One evening, as the sun set, he called Ayaan to his bedside. "Son, promise me something, never lose your kindness, no matter how dark life becomes." Ayaan held his hand, whispering, "I promise." A few days later, Mr. Rahman passed away peacefully. In his will, he left the bookstore to Ayaan, along with a note that read, "To the boy who returned more than a wallet, you returned faith to my heart. Spread this kindness to others." Years later, that same bookstore became a haven for poor children, a place where Ayaan gave books, food, and hope for free. One rainy evening, he saw a young boy standing outside the glass window, staring at the shelves inside, just like Ayaan once had at the bakery. Without thinking, he opened the door and said, "Come in, son. You're safe here." The boy smiled, eyes wide with gratitude. Ayaan looked up at the sky and whispered, "Thank you, Mr. Rahman. Because kindness never dies, it